Hey fellas, Rusty coming at you. Today we are looking at a very special knife. Well, that's right. So we'll go ahead and close some stuff up and we'll talk about it. You want to talk about it? Okay. What makes this one so special, Rusty? Well, a couple things. So it is what we call a Roman numeral knife. And so I don't know what year that is. The year is in Roman numerals. It's a Bradford PA knife. They did that in the early 90s. A lot of times 91, 92, 3. I'm going to guess this is between a 93 and a 95 based upon the other Roman numeral knives I have seen. They also do Case.This. It's known as a second cut bone. And I can't tell you what they do. Looks kind of like a corncob jigging. And then it's burned. And I've seen in the early 90s second cut bone knives. They're white with the burn and the Roman numeral. And they were kind of a special type addition. This one, the pattern is 6447. This pattern is a 6347. So 3 blades versus 4. And that's what makes this knife pretty special. Not really, it's called, I believe they call it a Wrangler Stockman. But, you know, they can call it whatever they want. But it's kind of cool that each blade has its own spring. So we'll start out with the primary blade here. No model number. Little bit, this thing hasn't been opened and closed a bunch. It hasn't been opened and closed a bunch, so we have a little bit of stickiness. But let's see. Oh boy, that's very good. 4 springs, butter smooth. Now I want to talk about something that I noticed, which is kind of fun. So our 6347 and our 6447, they have different blades. And I'm a 47 fan, but when you take a look, I don't know if you notice what I'm talking about, but I figured it out. I believe they use a muskrat blade on this knife. Well, this is a Case muskrat, 2 blades. And they do that probably to help them keep room for this second blade, which we'll get to. And the second blade is a coping blade. How cool is that? So I'll go ahead and close this one up. As I said, a little sticky. And we got that cant down that I like on my 47 pattern because the frame curves and points down. And then coping blades are just great on a whittler. They're going to be different than a sheep's foot right on that corner. They just seem to be so much thinner right on the end there. And oh, guys, this is just an excellent example of a knife. Now we're back in, this is typical of a Stockman. And, oh, SC 6447, that's a second cut. Second cut bone, 64, 4 blades, bone, 47 pattern. And it's the same I'm finding on the Stockman. I don't see any evidence of blade rub. Tiniest stepping. And some good blade snap. And finally, ooh, I like that. That one had some kick. The spade blade. and that's just the exact same we're going to find on a 47 Stockman. Also, very, very good build quality on this. Nice and barky spring. And ooh, nice talk. I guess that's the official name for it, is talk. Here's your walk. Okay. That's when this Tang contacts the spring. And then this is what they call talk. And I got that from Shot and Morgan. Go check out my Shot and Morgan videos. So here we go. If you haven't seen this one, I was really surprised, kind of let down about the lack of views on this. This is, I don't know, 2019 ultraviolet, kind of an Appaloosa, 6347, and it has a special cast shield. That's the one thing I would have liked to seen them do on this, is a fancier shield. I do have a comparison knife, what I'll call an Easter egg, that I'll include at the end. I don't have an unboxing. I didn't get a box for this. Paid about $120 for this, and I feel very lucky at that. I see the Whittlers, and if you know what the Whittlers are, clip point with two, usually like another clip point, maybe a coping blade on that end, going for $175. So these push 200 bucks, early 90s second cut bone. All right, thanks guys. Okay fellas, and I told you I didn't have a box for this, so I didn't have any kind of an unboxing, but I do have a comparison. So we'll go kind of show into that. I don't mean, you know, I've already just showed you guys some competition, some competitive style knives. But if you've been following me, you might have seen this one. I believe this is a 97 or a 99. It's all full, although it doesn't indicate it. It's in second cut bone, and it has a serial number on there. It has a hot dog shield or the bow tie, and I dyed it. So, I was trying to be careful when, you know, I was aware that at one point this knife looked like this. But the person had carried this and it wore off, and so it was just this yellowish color, and I stuck it in some dye. I'm really happy with how that turned out. I'm thinking about doing it to this, but I just think that this will have that kind of potential future value. Got interrupted by the wind. This is going to be one that possibly very rare. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to put it in a storage case, nice padded one, and wipe the blades down and leave her alone. Thanks guys. Bye.